Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now TGIF. I'm Justin Gould. Here's what's happening. Police in Jamestown are looking into a late-night drive-by shooting. What we know next. Plus, how frozen fish delayed the commute of many in Cattaraugus County. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's live with a look at our weather. Hey, Dakota, happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday, Jay. Didn't mean to talk over you there. But happy Friday to you. We made it to the end of another work week, and for some people, this may be the last day of work for some as we head into the holiday weekend. Brand new camera that just came online. This is in Mayville. Now, of course, we've always had the camera that is located at Lakeside Park. This is actually located near Lakeside Park, but I think that's a buggy that's turning right here. But this is a brand new camera that just came online. 24 in Mayville right now at that southwest wind of 5. And look for this camera more, especially as we go into the winter and into the next severe weather season. Look at this beautiful sunset yesterday. It was gorgeous after we got the snow out of the way, but it was still cold yesterday, thanks to my dad who took this and he sent it in to us. So thank you very much for that. And of course, you know how to get pictures and videos to us. Hunters WX, Facebook, and Twitter. And that's how you get it to us. First Defense Doppler, absolutely nothing. The radar is nice and quiet, and it will stay that way through the day. 20 over 13 was the high and low yesterday. 34 and 19 is where we should be. 49 is the record high for today. We're obviously going to be nowhere near that. Hour by hour through the day, temperatures a little bit better than where they were yesterday, but still chilly. Again, we should be near 34 this time of the year, but at least we'll see some nice sunshine. But is that warm-up going to wreak havoc on our white Christmas chances? We'll talk about it in a few. Back to you.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you. Our top story, a City of Jamestown police. They're investigating a drive-by shooting on the 100 block of Fulton Street late last night. Now, a shooting witness tells WNY News Now that multiple shots were fired at a house from a black SUV. The woman, who asked not to be identified for her safety, says that bullets riddled the first and second floor of her neighbor's home. It doesn't appear that anyone was hurt in the shooting and that a suspect may be in custody. The 100 block of Fulton Street sits between 6th and 8th Streets. We'll continue to follow this story for updates. And the City of Jamestown man was arrested this week after police say they found him in possession of more than $17,000 in cash, 7 grams of powdered cocaine, and a quantity of marijuana. 33-year-old Hector Montez is charged with third-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance and fifth-degree criminal possession of marijuana following a traffic stop Wednesday near the corner of North Main Street and Fluvanna Avenue. Officers say they were pulled over for allegedly failing to keep right. Now, following a search of the vehicle, police say that's when they found the drugs and cash. Montez was taken into custody and later released by the court. Well, 2 Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office pilots have pled guilty after investigators say they stole items from the Starflight helicopter hangar here in Jamestown. 34-year-old Jacob Ventura of Chaffee, New York, and 60-year-old Mark Chamberlain of Hamburg were charged with petty larceny. Investigators say an internal investigation was launched back in July into the crimes. Now, after the investigation was completed, the Jamestown Police Department assisted by charging the pilots. Both appeared with their attorneys on different days for processing. Deputies say they pled guilty to the charge in Jamestown City Court and were given a conditional release. Ventura's discharge will last 12 months and Chamberlain's will last 6 months. Well, some good news for motorists in Jamestown. A bridge closed for construction is on track to reopen this month. The Chautauqua County Director of Public Facilities, Brad Bentley, says that the Harrison Street Bridge Replacement Project is almost complete, although crews must secure the connection between the bridge and the road.
We have to pour concrete to address the seams between the precast beams. They use what's called heating blanket to make sure that the concrete cures at a slow enough pace so it doesn't reduce the strength of the concrete.
Now, Bentley explains that some additional work installing pavement sides of the bridge, for example, will have to be completed in the spring. Previously, the reopening date was pushed back due to difficulties with soil conditions. The new bridge is expected to last around 80 years. Bentley says it should open before January 1st. Well, hopefully everybody is having a great Friday. Thanks so much for tuning in here on WNY News Now. As we creep closer and closer to that Christmas holiday, let's check in with the comments and say hello to Sean. Hopefully you're doing well and having a great day. Happy holidays to Beth. Good to see you on the broadcast. Thanks for being here. Tony, good to see you. Amanda, hello to you. Thanks for joining us. Freyo, thank you so much for joining us. TGIF to you. Good to see Russ. Thanks for joining us, sir. Hello to Tracy, to Angela, to Samantha, and to Joseph. Great to have you all along with us. And hello to Wendy as well. Love having you guys here in the broadcast every single day. And that's great news there for motorists in the Brooklyn Square area because that bridge really, I know they've been working hard on it, but that's such a valuable thoroughfare. And until it's gone, you don't really realize how important it is, you know? And a lot of people get very frustrated that it takes such a long time. But with big projects like this, if you think about it, the next time they should have to work on the bridge, you know, God forbid something happens to it beforehand, but 80 years from now is the next time that bridge should need replacement. Obviously, sure, they'll inspect it, they'll repair little things, they'll do the blacktop and whatnot. But nevertheless, great to see that work coming to an end, and great work there by officials. Merry Christmas to Tracy. Thanks for joining us. Happy holidays, Jamie, and Merry Christmas to Sean as well. Straight ahead, how frozen fish delayed the commute of many in Cattaraugus County this week. No, we're not making this up. Stay tuned. But first, why the state has invested millions more in our region. Dakota.
Frozen fish delayed for the halibut. Currently, HD News Now cam, some sunshine downtown, 25 with that east wind of 3, but hey, with a light wind means no wind chill index, but warm up on the way. We'll talk about it next as WNY News Now continues in a minute.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
When you're on the go, stay in the know by downloading the WNY News Now mobile app. Stay up to date on local news, weather, and sports that matter to you. Plus, subscribe to breaking news and weather alerts from the team that puts coverage first. In addition, watch news as it happens with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network. Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Happening now, 16 projects across Chautauqua County have received more than a total of $6 million through the state's 2019 Regional Economic Development Council Awards. Yesterday, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and the Lieutenant Governor made the announcement during a presentation to each region, and the Western New York REDC in total received $67.3 million for 109 projects across Allegheny, Cattaraugus, Chautauqua, Erie, and Niagara counties. Now, the initiative was established in 2011, creating 10 regional councils across the state to develop long-term strategic plans for economic growth in their regions. A breakdown and list of the projects selected in Chautauqua County is posted right now at WNYNewsNow.com. Well, this is an interesting one. The Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office says a truck that crashed into the median of Interstate 86 on Tuesday was carrying 37,000 1,000 pounds of frozen salmon that delayed the vehicle's removal. Deputies say the crash happened in the westbound lane just after 6 a.m. between the Cold Spring and Randolph exits. Now, the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle on the snow-covered roadway, which caused the tractor-trailer to roll over, partially blocking the road. The highway was closed for several hours as crews worked to remove the rig. Deputies say removing the salmon was quite the task, and that slowed down the process. A passenger in the truck was taken to Olean General Hospital for a minor injury. The driver was not hurt. Interesting. Well, a warning for Americans: if our lifestyle habits don't change soon, the country will hit an unprecedented level of obesity in the next decade. Britt Conway explains why in today's Health Minute.
It's an alarming prediction. Within 10 years, more than half of all Americans will be obese, and 1 in 4 will be considered severely obese, meaning they'll be more than 100 pounds overweight. And these projections, published in the New England Journal of Medicine, were based on data from more than 6 million U.S. adults. And the study found that the South and the Midwest will be the hardest hit, but no state will be spared. The lead author says severe obesity will become the most common BMI category. The consequences could have a devastating impact on the U.S. healthcare system. Interventions on the local and national levels, though, could help reverse that trend. Taxing sugar-sweetened beverages is one way to address the problem. Experts say drinks like that are one of the main contributors to the country's weight problem. Promoting farm-to-school and farm-to-work programs that boost access to locally grown fruits and veggies could also help, along with calorie labeling on menus. But because of how difficult obesity is to treat, the study stresses that prevention is the only way to slow the epidemic. For today's Health Minute, I'm Britt Conway.
Startling there, Britt. Thank you. Well, this year we'll put the Super in Super Saturday. December 21st, which is tomorrow, is expected to be the biggest shopping day of the year, even beating out Black Friday crowds. The National Retail Federation reports that about 147.8 million people are expected to come out to shop. Now, that's up from 134.3 million last year. The day is also known as Panic Saturday, and the shopping holiday is all about getting those last-minute gifts. Cheap Black Friday-like prices aren't super likely, though, but that's the gamble when shopping so close to Christmas. Some stores are even planning extended hours for the day, so you can check out your local listings. Interesting, nevertheless, and yeah, if you haven't gotten your Christmas gifts yet, time's a-ticking, for sure. And I actually am doing some Christmas shopping this afternoon. I have my big gifts, just so you know. But little things, stocking stuffers, I'm going to get. So I might see you down there at Wally World. Who knows? But nevertheless, hopefully you're all having a great day and gearing up for the holiday. Good to see Andrew. Thanks so much for tuning in here on the broadcast. Cindy, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for being here. Got to say hello to Seth as well. Hopefully you're doing well. And we thank you all so much for tuning in. Let us know what your plans are. Have you already gotten all your Christmas gifts? Are you still trying to get some? Are you waiting for an Amazon delivery like myself? It's been a month and I'm still waiting on this one gift that says it'll be here tomorrow. Fingers crossed. If not, I might have a Panic Saturday. We'll see what happens. Samantha says she's all done. Good for you. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's here with a look at our weather, and he'll tell us if he's done with his shopping or not. I'm assuming he probably is. And later, how a North County Police Department is giving back this holiday season. Stay with us as WNY News Now rolls along.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. WNY News Now. The Jolly Team, where coverage comes first.
Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot foods, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Have I completed my shopping? I'll just let everybody guess what they're going to get for Christmas from me this year. All right, let's take a look at the record history for Christmas Day here in Jamestown. So the record high on Christmas Day is 54 degrees set back in 1988. Only 8 years separate all these records. The record low was 18 below zero in 1980, and the most amount of snow that we've seen on Christmas Day was 11 inches back in 1980. Again, all those records were set within 8 years of each other. So how's that for you? Here's what's coming up. We have 27 inches of snow right now. Well, not right now. This is the yearly total so far, 27 inches officially in Jamestown. Of course, your number is going to vary depending upon where you were, especially in those lake effect bands this past a few days ago. December thaw is on the way. Of course, we've been talking about it all week long. It's going to be a weather quiet weather pattern, or what we like to say in the weather office, boring weather. But hey, our boredom is going to be your gain. Get out and enjoy it while you can. And here's the warm-up that, we've been talking about. Signs point to a big warm-up. There's the snowman. Woo, boy. I don't know if I can make it. And so you can see that we're going to be rising at least into the 40s, lower 40s. There's a chance we could go a little higher than that, especially early next week. But we'll see on that. But again, this is that big shoot of warm air coming on in across much of the continental 48. This goes all the way from next Wednesday all the way out until the last couple of days of the month. So big warm air shoving in, warm air used figuratively this time of the year. So if you want cold and wintertime snow, it's not going to be here. Sorry. All right, next thing we're tracking is the sunshine. Can you track sunshine? I don't know. But this is what we're tracking here, or watching, I should say, I guess would make a little bit more sense, I guess. But just a few little low clouds in the sky right now. But as we zoom as we zoom out to a wider view, what's happening is this is called a zonal flow. All the weather systems are flowing west to east. That's a bit atypical for this time of the month, and which basically means it's a quiet pattern, not much going on. And if this ridge actually buckles and allows a ridge to develop, that usually means a big warm up. And that is what's coming our way over the weekend and into early next week. Hey, the Bills take on the Patriots this Saturday in Foxborough. So if you are heading down to Foxborough, this is, I think, week 16. I think this is the last, one of the last games of the season. 30 at kickoff at 4 o'clock, 30 at halftime, down to 29 at 7 o'clock in Foxborough. I know everybody's pulling for the Bills. Sorry. Anyway, let's take a look at the zone forecast here, and we'll go in the inland areas. I'll just move on because, you get yourself in trouble with that. So inland areas here, maybe mid-20s, mid to upper 20s will do it here. This is still below average. Again, we should be in the lower 30s this time of the year. The Lake Erie shoreline here, lower 30s here, but at least the sun will make it feel a little bit warmer. Now, the next 7 days of your life are coming up on the screen. 38 degrees tomorrow, 40 Sunday. Both of those days, not bad with lots of sunshine. And Monday, still mild, 43 degrees. Tuesday and Wednesday will bring the cloud cover back. 39 officially for Christmas Day, and maybe a few more clouds Thursday. And temperatures go back into the 30s once again. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Rejoice, sports fans, it is Friday. And just a quick note, Dakota, you were right. It is Week 16, and it's Buffalo's second to last game of the year, along with the Pats. Anyways, welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. With a 7:05 puck drop tonight, the Jamestown Rebels will start their two-game series versus first place in the East, New Jersey Titans. Jamestown goes into tonight's game with a 3-game losing streak and are in second to last in the East with 25 points, a single point ahead of the Northeast Generals. Meanwhile, the Titans have a 3-point lead over the Johnstown Tomahawks for first with 45. Saturday night's game will also have a 7:05 puck drop and a Christmas with the Rebels special, which will include a post-game skate with the team at the conclusion of the game. In high school tournament action, 2 games are scheduled for tonight for the United Way tournament for varsity boys basketball, which will be played in Jamestown. The first game will be at 6 o'clock, and it will be between the Fredonia Hillbillies versus the Buffalo Academy of Science Wolverines. Game number 2 will be at 7:30, in which the Jamestown Red Raiders will battle the Southwestern Trojans. Going back to tomorrow afternoon's game at 4:30, the Buffalo Bills have a shot to possibly win the AFC East as they will battle the New England Patriots in Foxborough. The Bills are coming off of a playoff-clinching 17-10 win against the Pittsburgh Steelers last Sunday night. Buffalo has a shot to win the AFC East for the first time since 1995, should they beat New England, then the New York Jets next week. Meanwhile, the Pats snapped their 2-game losing skid with a 34-13 win over the Cincinnati Bengals in their last game. According to ESPN's Power Football Index, the Pats have a near 82% chance to not only win, but also clinch the AFC East for the 11th year in a row. The game will be televised on the NFL Network. That's it for sports today. Back to Justin and Dakota.
Alrighty, Norm, thank you very much. Well, police in the city of Dunkirk loaded up their patrol cars and delivered gifts for senior citizens recently. Officers spent time visiting with the senior citizens, and one even helped shovel off their porch and sidewalk. The Chautauqua County Office for the Aging chooses the seniors to receive the bags, and the Dunkirk Police Benevolent Association makes a donation to help defray the cost. The bags contain a holiday meal and daily living items for those recipients. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. That is fantastic.
And it's really good to see kind of the community always come together. I mean, we've had a story.
We say it all the time.
We said this yesterday, and we have a story every day with something new. And in fact, even this weekend, we have a story. A local car club has made a donation to the local Eastside YMCA. We'll have that on Sunday. And we have a Jamestown Public School book donation and book swap tomorrow, and it's just good to see these little stories all add up and are really incredible. And just yesterday we spoiler alert, Dakota and I filmed our Christmas show.
Why'd you have to tell everybody?
Well, it's not. They're gonna know it's not live. So we filmed our Christmas show yesterday afternoon, and it's gonna air on Christmas live right here at noon. And we have great inspirational stories. We take all these stories and we put them together in one big ball of love. So we hope you can join us for that. That's what it is. It's a great big ball of love. That's all I got.
Okay, let's go to weather. Speaking about the Bills-Patriots game, again, the forecast once again hanging around 30 through the game, down to 29 by the fourth quarter comes around. That's in Foxborough. So if you're making the trip to New England, that's what you can expect. I know everybody's rooting for the Bills. I know, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dakota.
Will the Bills win? Probably, if we're being honest. But
why do you hate us?
I'm just because if you're a Patriots fan, you have to hate the Bills fans.
No, you don't.
No, the Bills fans and the Patriots fans. I mean,
I am a Steelers fan and a Bills fan.
You see, that's fine.
I equally rooted for both of them. I was happy the Bills won.
No. You see, that's different. You can be a Bills fan and a Steelers fan, but you cannot be a Patriots fan and a Bills fan. They just hate each other too much.
I don't know about that.
That's the truth.
What do you guys think? Is he right? He's probably right.
It's the truth.
You know, I know a lot of Patriots fans who actually live in Buffalo and in this area. Some of them are jerks. Dakota's not one of them.
Was that directed at me?
I said you are not one of them. I just said that.
Yeah, he only said that at the end.
You
just
are
to
not
cover it up.
one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, we get along just fine. It's just fine. So, Norm says Dakota's right.
See, I told you.
Lori thinks it's funny. I think this whole thing is just funny, Lori. We'll see what happens. Go Bills. It's that simple. Fingers crossed. I'm not putting money on anything.
Will the Patriots go to the Super Bowl? No, probably not. But
just remember, they don't pay the Bills. So if the Bills don't lose, it'll be, if they lose or if they it's fine. It's fine.
Name a team who hasn't cheated. Think about that over the weekend. See you Monday.
No, I don't think that's true. We leave you with the sunshine.
The great Darryl Waltrip once
enjoy the sun. They pulled your microphone. Enjoy the sunshine today. No cheating. No cheating.